Hello everyone, welcome back for another week of instructional videos. Today's topic, which I think everybody will be pretty happy with, is how to hit the golf ball further, how to get more distance. All right, a couple of things that have really helped me over the years is I have to pay attention to my posture. I hope last week you paid attention to Pam and her posture, the posture police, on how to stand at a golf ball. The way you stand gives your body function and balance. So one of the things I want to kind of go over, you bend from the hip joints, get your weight balanced in your feet. Remember, the bending occurs here, not from your shoulders, and try to keep your back relatively as straight as possible. Okay, one of the things I want you to think about is when you get hunched, you cannot move. Okay, I see this a lot. Especially, people that are kind of struggling with their games, the posture kind of gets a little bit hunchy and you can't really turn. So I want you to really think about bending from the hips, keeping the back as straight as you can, and that'll give you the ability to be able to move your body much better. All right, the second thing I think that will really help is the way you put your feet on the ground. All right, this is going to sound a little strange, but you want to try to have your feet a little bit of a flare out. And what that means is I try to get my right foot positioned pretty much at 2 o'clock, and I try to get my left foot pretty much positioned at 10 o'clock. Now why do I do this? Not so I can look like a duck, but more so to free up my hip joints to turn. So if I can flare my feet out a little bit, it gives me room here so my hip can turn on the way down. Okay, as I'm coming through the ball into the downswing, my left hip is clear because my foot is flared out a little bit. Okay, the third thing, kind of keeping in mind with what you did with your feet, is I want you to try to make an active turning of your hips. A good way to think about it, and I always like demonstrating this. If I stood here and I tried to make a turn, okay, this is just a rod that I use. If I tried to make a turn and didn't turn my hips at all, I don't have a lot of mobility. All right, but once I start turning my hips, all right, I turn now and I really can create a lot bigger range of motion. All right, so that's number 3. So to kind of go over, kind of what we talked about, pay number 1 to your posture. Okay, remember the posture police. Okay, bend from the hips. Try to keep your backside out a little bit. Try to keep your back as straight as you can. That will give the ability to turn. Okay. Number 2, do not get your feet to flare out a little bit. Remember, okay, 2 o'clock with the right, 10 o'clock with the left. That's going to free up your hip joints so you can really make a nice big turn. Number 3 is really try to make a turn of your hips. Okay, really try to feel that those hips are turning. When I get this right hip really turned, it gives my spine, my shoulders a chance to really coil. The whole idea is if you can get your body to move better, you're going to create club head speed, which is pretty much the ingredient for hitting the golf ball further. So I hope you enjoyed this today. I know we're limited and we can't get out on the golf course, but go out in your backyard and try a little bit what we talked about today. All right, I look forward to seeing everybody next week. Thanks a lot.